My name's Deanna and you're with me here at Farm 253. We're located south of Calgary, Alberta in the beautiful foothills of the Rocky Mountains. My husband Travis and I, we purchased the home in 2019 at a live auction. We had heard about this property that had this beautiful mid-century modern farmhouse on it. The home was built in 1951 by two sisters, Enid and Iva Knefley. Iva Knefley was married to Mr. Les Bolton, and her sister was listed as a spinster on all of the county documents. The sisters were very strategic on how they wanted things laid out for their home. Enid had her own wing in the north part of the house. Iva had her portion of the home, which was a larger two-story portion. And then there was a common shared space, which we now refer to as the fireplace lounge. And then in 1967, they headed out to Montreal for Expo, and that's when they had the swimming pool built. Travis and I are the third owners of the property. The previous owner, he was hoping to restore the home, but for whatever reason didn't, and so then was opting to demolish the home. You can imagine when you're planning on demolishing a home, you don't really care what happens to it. This place was kind of uninhabitable. Typically, in a marriage, one of the partners is the voice of reason, and neither my husband or I have that trait. We just kept thinking that this could be something really, really special. The day of the auction, it came down to us and one other couple, and yeah, we ended up being the winning bidders. Our bid number was 253, and that's why we call our farm Farm 253. So you are currently with me in Enid House. Our plan was to restore this home back to its original glory. When we first moved in, this was a solid wall, and so that was one thing that I really battled with is keeping things original and also making them functional for us today. We do Airbnb this portion of the home, and so it needs to have some comfort. We really were diligent as we were peeling back the layers. Even if it was a layer of wallpaper or a sample of paint, it got thrown into a little Ziploc bag. Even floor samples, there was a lot of marmoleum in here. The original marmoleum, I believe, was a peach color, and it was very cool. I wanted to get it, but sadly discontinued. My husband's request for this bathroom was to keep the original vanity. The sink was originally a baby blue, so she had lime green and baby blue. The tub was in really, really rough shape, and so we contemplated removing it altogether, but decided that we were going to have it refinished and reglazed. We had the sink done to match, so my husband got his wish. I'll be showing you Iva's living quarters next, but I'd like to take you up to one of the common spaces that Enid and Iva both shared, what we call the fireplace lounge. Enid would be able to access it from her side, and Iva would be able to access it from her side. Everything in here is original. The fireplace, the bar, the wood, we didn't add any of this wood ourselves. The beams, everything was as is. So just required some new floor and a fresh coat of paint. One of our favorite features in the fireplace lounge is, of course, this vintage bar. We kept everything as is. They kind of thought of everything. They didn't leave any stone unturned when they were dissecting what they wanted for their space. So yeah, they're good designers, Enid and Iva. Let me show you Iva's space now. Iva has the two-story portion of the home. She was married to Mr. Les Bolton, and they had 4 boys. Fun fact, 2 of those boys are actually our neighbors. They're in their 70s. One lives across the street, and the other one lives over the hill. So it's pretty special for us to have them as neighbors, knowing that they grew up as little boys in this house. This was the original kitchen, but this had a wall and just a small little pocket door. And again, kind of like Enid's side, I battled with what to keep original and what to kind of change in order to, accommodate today's needs. One of the best features of this kitchen is the dumbwaiter. Now, this was a custom design that we had done. The beauty of this is that, as you can see, there's a lot of canning in here. Harvest season, September, October, even into November, I'm doing a lot of preserving still. This dumbwaiter will head down to the cellar, which is where I store the bulk of our food. Just Off of Iva living room is the swimming pool. These are all the original Rotoflex lights, which are probably our favorite part of the whole pool. This was kind of the selling point for my husband and I. Remember, I was mentioning usually one person in the relationship is the voice of reason. Well, both of us came in here and we saw these lights in this space and we're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is a mid-century farm in the middle of the country, and this little cool gem is just sitting here. And anyways, it stunk and it was really gross and dirty, and we both looked at each other and just thought, oh, we have to buy this place. The inspiration for this home actually came from what the Boltons and the Kneffleys did here. They were kind of the original designers. Clearly isn't exactly a replica of what it was back then, but I certainly wanted it to emulate the original vibe of the home. I think we've captured that, but yeah, it's again still a work in progress, and it's always evolving. As far as Farm 253, what's on the horizon for that? Just see where the road takes us. That may look like events for us in the future, but yeah, we're open to some new adventures.